On to New Year's Day against Brighton at Meadow Lane. Kevin Bartlett reacted quickly to put away the first goal. And under pressure, with Big Dave bearing down, Gary Chivers scored an own goal. County scored twice, Brighton once. Six goals on a sandy pitch at Oxford. They should have hired out the deck chairs. Steve Cherry, enjoying a fine season, made a great save. That one just over the bar. But Phil Robinson rifled in a left footer. County were under a bit of pressure. And Phil Turner, oh so coolly, lobbed County ahead. But Oxford pulled back for a 3-3 draw. Middlesbrough the visitors to Meadow Lane, and Phil Robinson was flattened on the edge of the box. So, Mark Draper said, "Leave it to me." And threaded the ball through the eye of a needle. Some casual defensive work by County gave away a goal. Then Tommy Johnson put in Dave Regis. 2-1 to the Pies. It ended up 3-2 to County. Tommy Johnson scored in the second half. Steve Cherry not pleased. And more disappointment for Notts as the London side scored a second, a super solo effort. At least Dave Regis kept up his run of scoring. In goal for Notts, Steve Cherry was catching the ball like a man in a flypaper suit. But then Charlton gained a free kick 25 yards out. And Charlton won 3-1 thanks to a wicked deflection. At Portsmouth on the 2nd of February, the home side took the lead with a penalty. Notts making a pointless trip to the south coast, losing 2-1. At the Hawthorns, a familiar sight. Bartlett outstripping the defence to get Notts a goal. Bartlett plundered a second in a 2-2 draw. Down at Bath against Bristol Rovers, Notts went behind. And then Bartlett sped down the left and was pulled down. Mark Draper's penalty foiled by a great stop. And Tommy Johnson squeezed in an equaliser off the post. At Molineux, Kevin Bartlett had 3 attempts to score in as many seconds. Tommy Johnson conjured a goal from a free kick. And Don O'Riordan picked out the flying Bartlett to make it 2-0 to Notts. On the 23rd of March at Meadow Lane, struggling Leicester went in front. A header from former Magpies player Gary Mills. Unfortunately, the big crowd spilled onto the pitch. And then Dean Yates was sent for the first use of the soap and shampoo. Yates off for the professional foul. And Leicester won by 2-0. April Fool's Day down at Ashton Gate, and Tommy Johnson put Notts into the lead. But Bristol City proved to be no fools themselves. They made it 1-1. And then player coach Don O'Riordan turned goal poacher for Notts second. Bristol City came back with an equaliser. terrible muddle in the Notts defence. And another goal gave the home side a 3-2 victory. But Notts were back to their best as Dave Regis gave them the lead at home to the other Magpies, Newcastle United. A run from the halfway line and a delicate finish from Chris Short could have been the goal of the season. And Big Dave, known as Mr. Cool, headed home a third. Late in the game, at home to Watford, Alan Paris seized an opportunity to score his first for the club. Notts County 1, Watford 0. Down at the Den, Dean Yates flew through the air with the greatest of ease to open the scoring. David Regis took the second in his stride. Notts conceded a late goal, but they were to remain unbeaten until the end of the season. That's straight up. David Regis. It's Regis again. And that's a hat-trick for David Regis. Oh, Regis with a steepling header. Tommy Johnson makes it 2-0. Johnson sliding in. And Regis clear with another for Notts. And that one in off the bar of the goalie from Tommy Johnson. With the shot, that's a goal. And Johnson took that one in style. And so on to the playoff semi-final against Middlesbrough. Could Notts do it?
Well, where we're playing at the moment, 1-7 on the trot.
Should be there.
Finish the season here. Just got to try and get a good result tomorrow at Hesson Park and then bring them back down here and finish them off, hopefully.
If we can do anything like what we did last year, then, you know, the fans are going to be for a great bonus. It's going to be difficult going up there. There's going to be a big crowd. But I think we sampled that last week at West Ham. So hopefully that's put us in good stead.
I don't think managers should be allowed to be in the playoffs 2 years running. It's a long season, twice, in 2 years. But we're just glad to be there. So many people said we weren't going to be good enough to be even in the second division, and we've just improved as we've gone along, as we did last season in the third division.
Now, whoever said that goalies were daft? At Middlesbrough, in the first leg of the playoff semi-final, a captain's role from Phil Turner. Turner tucking the ball away with the outside of his right foot. After that, Notts rarely looked in danger. The minutes ticked away and Notts held on to that lead. But late in the second half, Middlesbrough did get a rather frantic equaliser. After a free kick, a rack of bodies on the 6-yard line, and the ball went past Steve Cherry. But a 1-1 draw in the away leg, a great start. So Meadow Lane bathed in sunshine this evening, the second leg of this second division playoff semi-final. Nearly 20,000 people here. And Middlesbrough going down to greet their fans. They brought a lot of travelling supporters. About 8,000 have come down, and Notts County get a rapturous reception. You Pies, that's what they're chanting. Well, it's a sea of black-white with that yellow band that Notts County now use. And great to see a really family atmosphere at Meadow Lane. Charlie Palmer puts that one into touch. Certainly be a very tense and rather nervous game this evening. Rather scrappy start. That's the Notts skipper, Phil Turner. A little bit of head tennis in the box, but the verdict goes the way for the free kick to Middlesbrough. really, as this match goes on, neither side looks like scoring. Hardly a direct shot on goal. Alan Paris with the throw-in. Both sides conscious of trying not to make a mistake. Well, one shot at last on target. That's Mark Draper. Still a very nervous, tense affair. A lot of whistle, a lot of free kicks. Alan Paris feels he's been hard done to there. Oh, some tenacious work there by Paul Harding. Harding, who came to Notts County with David Regis. From Barnet, a combined fee of around about £50,000. Two real bargains for Neil Warnock there. Just a feeling that one goal could decide this match. Notts County looking to the pace and power of David Regis and Tommy Johnson up front. A free kick given against Craig Short there. So the second half gets underway, still goalless at Meadow Lane between Notts County and Middlesbrough. This playoff semi-final, second leg, 1-1 from the first leg up at Ayresome Park. And Kevin Bartlett on as substitute, trying to go at the Middlesbrough defence, but Tony Mowbray getting the better of him there. That one just drifting over the bar. No real danger to Dibble. Dean Thomas putting that ball across. Just clearing the bar by a couple of feet or so. Bit of pace from Harding, but he's brought down by Tony Mowbray. And that'll be a free kick to Notts County. Mowbray, the Middlesbrough skipper. Harding goes back into the middle. Mark Draper will take this kick with his right foot to try and curl it in. Lots of bodies in the box. Draper with the kick. And Harding gets up. That's 1-0 to County. About 13 minutes from the end. And that is Paul Harding's first goal for Notts. He couldn't have done it at a better time. His colleagues swarm around him. Harding in the middle of that huddle. What a time to score for Notts. David Regis delighted there. And Paul Harding the hero. Ball brilliantly placed by Mark Draper. Harding climbs the downward header right into the corner of the net. The perfect header downwards into the corner. Very difficult for the goalkeeper to stop. And Notts County could be on their way to Wembley. Well, less than 10 minutes to go now. Harding the scorer. 2-1 on aggregate, Notts lead Middlesbrough. And Harding a great ball out to the right-hand side. Chris Short on the attack. Notts trying to calm it down a little now with Draper. Just trying to play out these final minutes, not make a mistake. A little bit of keep ball. And Bartlett, I'm sure, will take the ball down towards the corner flag. Just try and eat up some vital seconds. Neil Warnock has shouted himself hoarse. He really does look on edge now. And this could be a last opportunity for Middlesbrough. Only minutes remaining. The big boys are up. Kernaghan, Mowbray. At far post. Oof. In the end, quite well wide. Steve Cherry just watched that go past the angle. That could have been a very dangerous moment for Notts. The crowd are whistling for the 90 minutes to end. And that's it! Notts County are back at Wembley for the second successive season. We hear they'll meet Brighton in the playoff final. Steve Cherry punches the air. The fan rushes on to hug him. There's the hero of the evening. Paul Harding mobbed by fans. He's just scored once for Notts County. But what a time to get that goal. Notts County 1, Middlesbrough 0. Notts win 2 on an aggregate to go to the playoff final, the second division playoff final at Wembley. Sunday, June the 2nd, that match. New Pies, they're chanting. And there's the Magpies man of the moment. Great atmosphere. The Middlesbrough fans leaving the ground. It's silent at one end and chanting, cheering crowds at the other end. Great night for Notts.